horseshoe cherry popping happening in this room.
Oh yeah, not the first time we've done that. All right, so starting off, I've heard a lot of talk about lesbian stuff tonight. I'm not lesbian, but I just want to let you guys know that I do drive a Subaru. But I'm 20 years old, and I recently turned 20. So pretty much, I realized I had to quit vaping as I left my teenage years. So the first thing I did as a 20-year-old, like when the clock struck midnight, is I threw my vape into the dumpster outside my apartment. And then the second thing I did as a 20-year-old was go dumpster diving. No, just kidding, I didn't do that, but I did go to the corner store and buy a pack of cigs, because you gotta grow up at some point. Also in my teenage years, you know, COVID happened, so I was like 12 to 14, had a lot of fun, did a lot of thinking, did some other stuff. But some great things that came out of it that I really like to kind of test on you guys tonight. I wrote 2 poems, I had a lot of time to think. This was before I even smoked any weed or anything, just pure brain. So the first one is actually called Masturbation Station, but it's not from my point of view, it's from another man or something. But here it goes. I have to read it because I wrote it a long time ago. Masturbation Station, a horrible stop. Used to be fun, now I hate my cock. It's always hard, I beat it to death. In a deep depression, I turn to meth. When it wears off, I want to be dead, because no one on earth will give me head. So that one was a little bit more depraved. The next one's a little bit more laid back, so if you didn't like that first one, you'll probably like this one. It's called Erectile Dysfunction. It's finally happened. My penis is limp. Can't get it up. Feel like a chimp. Should have enjoyed it while I had it. Played with it more. Cheat on my wife with just one more whore. I've tried to fix it, but its time is done. Not even Viagra can bring back the fun. It makes me sad. It's really dead. No more memories in the bed. And if you are an older person here who might have had these problems, and this is like bringing up some trauma, I'm sorry. I found my dad's Viagra when I was younger, so I know I'll probably go through the same thing at some point. So, you know, it'll come around to get me, so yeah, don't be too mad. I don't have much else, but there's a saying, don't ever buy no weed from the gas station. And yeah. And I found out the hard way, senior year of high school. My plug was out of town, so I was in the Wawa, and I was pretty drunk, and a guy was just there. He was like, "You smoke?" And of course I had to say yes, and I thought I was gonna get good weed for once because like he was an adult. But a week later, or maybe 2 weeks later, I don't know, I went to his apartment, and it was a very interesting place. There was a man, I don't know if any of you are familiar with the cartoon series, the Boondocks, but he looked like Uncle Ruckus. He had like a bug eye, but the only difference was he was in like an electric wheelchair. And I walked in and I asked the guy, I was like, could I just get an 8? And he asked the guy in the wheelchair, how much is an 8? And the guy in the wheelchair pulls out his phone and goes 28 divided by 8. And he was like, 3.5. And honestly, yeah, that's still the worst weed I ever had, but it got me high, so I guess not. I don't know if it was weed though. It was like, might have been growing on the train tracks, but that's about all I have for tonight anyway. Hope you guys